What's up, legends, ladies and gentlemen? It's Canada Cop Watch. We got another crazy one for you guys today. This man went out for a walk with his family in downtown Toronto like so many other people do. As you can see, he's with his wife, he's with his child, and they're just out looking for something to do. Somehow he ends up with a first-degree murder charge on police. If you guys don't know first-degree murder, it means you had to plan to go and do something and execute that plan. To me, it doesn't look like this man is going to plan to kill nobody. Whatever happened, at the very best, it's second degree. Very best. So the fact that they're trying to take this guy's life with 25 years minimum is just crazy. Well, let's get into this one, see what happened to this man.
For nearly 3 years, very few details surrounding the death of Detective Constable Jeffrey Northrup have been made public. Almost nothing was known about Umar Zameer, the man that police accused of first-degree murder for allegedly running Northrup down with his car in the underground parking garage at Nathan Phillips Square just after midnight on July 2nd, 2021. Throughout the trial, we learned that Zameer left his home in Thornhill on the evening of July 1st, 2021, with his wife, who was 8 months pregnant at the time, and their then 2-year-old son. They said they came in hopes that there would be some sort of Canada Day celebration in the downtown core. Video from that evening shows Zameer parking his BMW in the underground garage at Nathan Phillips Square just after 11 p.m. on July 1st.
Now, somebody moving like this, does it look like he's planning on doing anything? Or does it look like he was put in a crazy situation and something happened and it was a mistake? It looks, to me, that's clear. The man's out with his family. He's going in underground parking lots with his license plate shown. He's not hiding his face. This man does not plan on doing anything right now that's going to take his freedom.
The family can be seen walking around the area for a little over an hour. At one point, they walked past a man who wasn't wearing a shirt and had a stab wound to his abdomen. Not long after that, they decided to return to their car. As part of the Crown's case against Zameer, they called 3 Toronto police officers who were all there to investigate the shooting that night. Among those officers was Detective Constable Lisa Forbes, who was with Northrup as the 2 officers approached Zameer's vehicle on foot in the garage.
You got to see how these people are dressed. When they're saying there's police officers and they approached him and blah, blah, blah. You tell me if you would think that these are police officers when they show how they were dressed.
Forbes testified that they wanted to question him about the neither Northrup.
Just look at this. Just look at this guy. Like, what is this? That does not look like a cop. If that guy approached me in an underground parking lot when I'm with my family, I'm out of there too. I don't know what this guy's doing. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. How is he supposed to know that these are police officers? Look at her. Does she look like a police officer to you? Come on, man. This guy's not guilty.
Northrup or Forbes were in uniform. Constable Forbes testified that both she and Northrup identified themselves as police officers. She said they were standing outside the driver's window when the car lurched forward. They began banging on the car, ordering Zameer to stop. She said the car then reversed out of the parking spot and drove directly at Northrup. Forbes said the car hit him, knocking him to the ground, and then ran him over. Other officers also testified to seeing Northrup standing with his hands raised when he was hit by Zameer's BMW. The defense introduced security video from the parking garage that tells a different story. This video, that would become a key piece of evidence in the trial, does not show Northrup standing in the laneway when Zameer's car is seen driving away. Both Zameer and his wife, Ada Sheikh, were called to testify. They described a very chaotic scene after being approached by a man and a woman. They both claimed that officers Forbes and Northrup never identified themselves as police. Sheikh said she saw Forbes' badge but thought it was fake. Zameer said he didn't see a badge on either of the officers. Zameer said he mistakenly thought the 2 officers were criminals because of the way they were dressed and the way they were acting. Sheikh said she thought they were trying to rob them and she thought they were going to kill them. Zameer said,
See, I mean, like, just that right there, that's how the wife's feeling. Obviously, if she didn't see a badge, I wouldn't think they're police. There's no way in the world I would think that they're police. His number one instincts: get his family into safety, get his family away from this situation, right?
Said he was scared and tried to drive away, but was blocked by a dark-colored van that pulled in.
Again, does this look like police to you? Doesn't look like police to me.
In front of his car. He said he did not know it was an unmarked police van. With officers Northrup and Forbes still banging on the car,
and they're charging the man with first-degree murder.
He made the decision to reverse out of his parking spot to get away. Two different accident reconstruction specialists, one from the Crown, the other from the defense, contradicted the officer's testimony. Both said it was likely that Zameer's BMW sideswiped Northrup, as evidenced by this cleaning mark on the front fender. They also testified that there was no evidence to support the officer's testimony that Northrup was hit head-on and landed on the hood of Zameer's car. Barry Raftery, who was called by the defense, testified that Zameer would not have seen Constable Northrup on the ground because he would have...
Look at that. How's he supposed to see you down there? You got some magic vision that's going to see through this part of the car? Like, come on, man. But they know all this. That's the crazy part. Is you guys just see it in the situation with Officer Kerr. These people lie. They will literally lie and take your freedom. Right now, they're trying to take this man's life. For what reason? Who knows? But he's just a regular person out here doing regular things with a regular family. Like, that's how you know it could happen to anybody.
Would have been blocked by the blind spot created by the hood of his car. Zameer testified that he did not see Northrup, but did feel something that he thought was a speed bump as he was driving away. While driving through the parking garage, Zameer said he told his wife to call 911. When they arrived at the exit, they were blocked by two white vehicles stopped at the pay stations.
Again,
within seconds.
Do they look like police? Look at them vehicles there. Do they look like police? This or this? They don't look like police to me. So far there's 3 vehicles, there's 2 people. The people in these vehicles, that's not a police uniform. This guy, I could bet you he's not in a police uniform. Looks like a fucking gang attacking the people. They charged the man with first-degree murder.
2 white vehicles stopped at the pay stations. Within seconds, they were rammed from behind by the unmarked police van that they had encountered earlier. The van hit them with enough force to deploy both of its airbags. According to Zameer, 2 armed men emerged from the van and ordered him and his wife out of...
Look at these guys. Look. Does he look like a police officer to you? Doesn't look like a police officer to me. Like, come on, man. This is just insane.
The car at gunpoint. Neither of the men were wearing police uniforms either. Both of the white vehicles parked at the pay stations crashed through the parking gate to escape. The driver of one of those cars later testified he was scared and thought the 2 armed men were going to kill them. He said he didn't see any police in the parking garage. At some point, the 2 armed men put on police vests. Zameer and his wife both testified that they told them they didn't know they were police officers and said they were scared.
Hold on, what did they just say? Are these people not police here? I'm going to have to rewind that all the way back to when these white cars came in.
When they arrived at the exit, they were blocked by 2 white vehicles stopped at the pay stations. Within seconds, they were rammed from behind by the unmarked police van that they had encountered
so they're just regular
earlier.
Cars.
The van hit them with enough force to deploy both of its airbags. According to Zameer, 2 armed men emerged from the van and ordered him and his wife out of the car at gunpoint. Neither of the men were wearing police uniforms either. Both of the white vehicles parked at the pay stations crashed through the parking gate to escape.
Okay.
The driver of one of those cars later testified.
So I see what happened now. So these people are just trying to get out. They're going about their day just like he was going about his day. And then the van came up and tried to take them down, high-risk takedown. And these people, as well as him, also didn't even have a clue that they were police. All they seen is firearms, and they did exactly what he tried to do. And get the fuck out of there. Like, look at this guy just went through the fucking gate. That's how bad he's ready to get out of there, to destruct property, city property. Like, that's how scared he was. So of course the other guy who they're pointing the firearm at is going to be just as scared. Not guilty. I don't even know how this guy's still going through a trial right now.
He was scared and thought the two armed men were going to kill them. He said he didn't see any police in the parking garage. At some point, the two armed men put on police vests. Zameer and his wife both testified that they told them they didn't know they were police officers and said they were scared, which is why they were trying to get away. Zameer said one of the men pointed to on the side of his car and said, "That's my partner's." Zameer said that officer later punched him in the face while he was handcuffed and on his knees. During his testimony, Zameer
not only is he getting charged with first-degree murder, stressed out about losing the rest of his life. 25 years minimum for that charge. That's the minimum for parole. It's literally a life sentence. Mandatory life sentence. Parole minimum 25 years. So he's got that on his head automatically. And now he also got beat by them. He got beat by the police.
Very emotional at times. He said he often wished he never came downtown that night. He said he was horrified when he was told that Detective Constable Northrup had died. Through tears, he said his heart bleeds every time he thinks of Northrup's family. He said he's so sorry that this ever happened.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Goosebumps. Man said his heart bleeds for them. It's like, and they're trying to take his life. That's how he's good people. This guy's good people. Free this guy. Free this guy. Imagine how many other people are locked up when they didn't do nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, we're going to keep an eye on this one, guys. The verdict is coming up just now. He's going through it as we speak, fighting for his life against Toronto police, trying to deactivate the rest of this guy's fucking existence. Take him away from his family, like, all for what? Yeah, a tragedy happened, but he didn't mean it, man. You could tell this guy didn't mean to do what happened. It's a fucked up tragedy, and these guys shouldn't be running up to people without uniforms on. They shouldn't be approaching people with firearms, not clearly being able to identify them as police. Doesn't make sense. This is what happens, right? Guys, Canada Cop Watch. This is a crazy one. Till the next one, we're gonna stay updated with this case. We're gonna stay updated with it, and we're gonna follow it and see what's going on. And guys, just keep updated on your own too. Keep this guy in your thoughts, your prayers. Till the next one's Canada Cop Watch. Love.
Hello. Who are you?
Yeah.
Excuse me? You're on live, just so you know.
That's fine.
You are right now. You're under investigation.
I'm putting you under investigation, detective.
Oh, God. Do your fucking job. How about
I
that?
am. And I'm warning you.
Don't warn me. I'm not your fucking child.
Pull your mask down, tell me your name, and you can walk away, or you can videotape us. That's perfectly fine. But right now I'm investigating for someone that videotapes us all the time that has 2 active warrants out. Now, you can tell me your name, or you're
What are these warrants for?
Okay, you're going to put handcuffs.
Look familiar? Look familiar? That's you. Anyways, hand behind your back.
I'm being arrested, my people.
I don't answer questions. Do your job. Figure it out. Watch yourself, man. Don't fucking step on my foot. Don't step on my foot. So if you work with us, we can work with...
I don't work with kids.